The Italian Wine Podcast is the community-driven platform for Italian wine geeks around the world. Support the show by donating at ItalianWinepodcast.com. Donate €5 or more and we'll send you a copy of our latest book, My Italian Grape Geek Journal, absolutely free. To get your free copy of My Italian Grape Geek Journal, click Support Us at ItalianWinepodcast.com or wherever you get your pods. Grazie mille.
Welcome to this special Italian Wine Podcast broadcast. This episode is a recording off Clubhouse, the popular drop-in audio chat. This Clubhouse session was taken from the Wine Business Club and Italian Wine Club. Listen in as wine lovers and experts alike engage in some great conversation on a range of topics in wine. If you enjoy listening, please consider donating through ItalianWinepodcast.com. Any amount helps cover equipment, production, and publication costs. And remember to subscribe and rate our show wherever you tune in.
Hi everyone, welcome to Clubhouse Ambassadors Corner. So we have around 2 people for today, but that's okay. We are recording the episode and we will put this up on Italian Wine Podcast. So for now we have Barbara Fitzgerald. Hello Barbara, how are you doing?
I'm great, Laika. How are you?
All good, a little busy, but yes, but we are getting ready for the holiday period. So
yes.
everything's okay. And so we also have Massimiliano Apollonio here today. Before I begin and before I leave the stage to you and to Massimiliano, I will be introducing you. So you have been doing the Clubhouse Ambassadors Corner. Why did you like doing Clubhouse Ambassadors Corner? Why do you enjoy it?
It's just such a great way to have really, intimate, informative conversation with amazing producers, especially where I am in California. I don't get the opportunity to meet with Italian producers one-on-one all the time. And the ones that come out here, there's so many more than what makes it out to California. So it is so great to get to talk to the whole, the world of Italian wine.
Absolutely. Actually, Clubhouse Ambassadors Corner has been a concept that was actually made by Stevie to connect Italian wine ambassadors and their favorite Italian wine producers. Before anything else, why did you select Massimiliano as your favorite producer?
So, as you said, I've done a lot of clubhouses lately. So if anyone has heard me speak, I live in Puglia part of the year. I love Puglia so much. And we're here today to talk about a grape called Negro Amaro, which is often referred to as the king of Salento. And I personally think that Massimiliano should be designated the king of Negro Amaro. So his roots in Puglia run really deep. He's really making a benchmark wine. So he does a lot to represent the region and the grape. So excited to have him here.
Yes, actually, you have been interviewing producers from Puglia, and this is really amazing. Now you're taking us back to Puglia again. So that is really nice. Since most of the listeners here are a little geeky about, the learning objectives. So what are the learning objectives of this interview?
I really hope that listeners can gain a greater appreciation for the Negro Amaro grape and just recognize its potential as a really exceptional indigenous variety of Italy. So I think Massimiliano can provide insights that will help deepen people's understanding of the grape's unique qualities and also just help them see the incredible potential it has for producing high quality wines.
Okay, so my last question is, how did you discover the wines of Apollonio 1870?
Well, you cannot go anywhere in Puglia without seeing Apollonio somewhere. So I've been seeing it around for a long time. Because like I said, it's really a benchmark producer in the area. But beyond that, I actually just met Massimiliano at Taormina Gourmet. And I had the opportunity to participate in a vertical tasting of his Negro Amaros going all the way back to 1978. And I was just completely knocked off my feet by how fresh and energetic that wine still was. And it was just so clear I was in the presence of somebody who had an incredible wisdom, knowledge, connection, understanding to this grape in this region.
That's amazing. Tasting the wine of 1978. Well, are you going to talk about that later during your discussion?
We should, yeah.
I am also curious about this. Anyway, so I am going to mute myself and now the floor is yours.
Okay, well, I'm going to introduce everybody to Massimiliano. So thank you so much for being here with us today. After studying enology, Massimiliano gained professional experience by working for important Italian, French, and Spanish wine growers. And now he is the main enologist for Apollonio wines, and he oversees all the aspects of production and controls all the quality of the wines. So he's involved in grape growing, harvesting, winemaking, bottling, guarantees all of these, the quality of these with his expertise. With his technical knowledge, field experience, and love for research, he uses his creativity to produce high-quality original wines. He is a former local representative of the Italian Organizzazione Nazionale Assaggiatori Vini, which is the national organization of wine tasters. And he is now a regional president of the Enology Association for the regions of Puglia, Basilicata, and Calabria. So welcome, Massimiliano.
Ciao, Barbara.
Ciao. We're so glad to have you here today. So let's get right into it. Can you give us, like I said, your family, your winery is really a benchmark producer for Puglia. So can you give us a brief history of your family and the winery?
Yeah, absolutely. In 1870, my ancestor Noé Apollonio began cultivating his vineyards and crafting wine for the first time, drawing on the knowledge passed down from his father Tommaso and grandfather Giuseppe. Faced him with the philosopher epidemic, in the late 19th century. Noé embarked on the chilling journey in winemaking, guided by his family and dedicated, of course, workers. Noé's sons, Marcello, my grandfather, carried on the family tradition with equal passion. We acquired vineyards and leased wine plants across Salento, catering to clients across Italy. Salento wine, known for its high alcohol content, became sought after for blending by merchants in Piedmont especially, but also in Veneto, Lombardy, and Tuscany. Marcello's son Salvatore joined him, introducing business management to modernize production. And at the end, in 1975, they became bottling high-quality wine under the Apollonio brand. Salvatore, in intuition for the new opportunity and the focus on the modernization market is a new era post-World Second War. Under his leadership, the company thrived, bottling exceptional wine, really. In 1995, my brother took the reins of the fourth generation, and driven by enthusiasm, absolutely, and experience. We expanded beyond the national border, specializing in wine aging and broadening the retail network. Apollonio wines, telling a tale of family untouchable authenticity, are now enjoyed in almost 40 countries in the world.
That's amazing. And just so everyone knows, how old is your winery? When did your family start the winery?
1870.
That's really incredible. So what was it like for you to grow up around wine? Did you always dream of becoming a winemaker?
Yeah, growing up around the wine means being immersed in a rich family tradition, from Noé Apollonio vineyards to my father Salvatore expansion. It was more than business. It was really our way of life, traveling with my father, meeting clients, adapting to change. Also, wine has a rich connection to us, to diverse people. Witnessing the important evolution of our history was like seeing our family embrace change while preserving our heritage. Today, under me and my brother Marcello's leadership, my brother is called like my grandfather, we continue his legacy, we reaching beyond our borders. Growing up around the wine was a journey through time, a connection to our roots, and the realization of what our wine tell a story appreciated by a lot of people. The flight side of the moon in winemaking family is that your destiny seems predetermined. Nobody asked to me which job I wanted to do when I increased. Assumption being that you are naturally became a winemaker, and so in my case, the expectation became a reality when, at a young age, my brother and I found our self-trust into the responsibility of continue the family legacy after our sudden father passing. In alternative life, I might have pursued a different path, perhaps as an archaeologist. The allure of unearthing the story from the past has always fascinated me. Life, it is own way of leading, has done unexpected path, and my journey when making became my calling.
I actually think that's such a parallel passion, though. I mean, maybe that's one thing Professor Scienza teaches us is that archaeology
Yeah.
and enology and wine can be so intertwined.
Yeah, I love Professor Scienza. I like Tilia.
Yeah. So Apollonio, as you mentioned, started in 1870, and it's part of the Union of Historical Wineries, which is a pretty big honor that was bestowed upon you by the Italian Chamber of Commerce. So first of all, congratulations. That must bring you a lot of pride. But in your role as CEO, how do you balance honoring the heritage, of your past and all these traditions while innovatively working towards the future?
Yeah, our winery is one of the leading wineries in Puglia, well known in Italy, overseas for its quality production, or the high hope for this. Furthermore, because if our long story, we have been recognized an historic enterprise by the Italian Chamber of Commerce. This is a very, really recognition, which has also been given to other well-known wineries like, I don't know, Antinori, Ricasoli, Cecchi. So we are very proud of this. Being recognized as part of the new historical wineries by the Italian Chamber of Commerce fill us with pride. As the CEO, my approach involved defining a balance between honoring our tradition and embracing innovation for the future. Our membership reflects our commitment to preserving the heritage and time honoring the practice that define our winemaking. I ensure that we uphold the craftsmanship that passed down through generation while also exploring modern methods and age quality and sustainability. The key is to respect our past while being open to the opportunities of the present. It is a journey of blending tradition with innovation and ensuring that every bottle of Apollonio wine carries the taste of our history and a glimpse into the promising future of our winemaking legacy.
I think that's such a beautiful way to put it, and probably why you've had such a strong presence in the area for so many years.
Yeah.
So you do a lot to advance both winemaking, enology in Puglia, and perception of Puglian wines around the world. So can you tell me about some of the work you've done, for example, with the University of Salento, and what do you really hope to achieve through these collaborations?
Yeah, our collaboration with the University of Salento is a crucial aspect of our commitment to advancing winemaking in Puglia and elevating the perception of Puglian wines globally. I remember just that in Puglia now there is the wine for enology and winemaker. You can study for this. And working hand in hand with the university allow us to integrate academic expertise and cutting edge research into our winemaking practice. One significant project involved exploring sustainable viticulture techniques that align with the unique terroir in Puglia. This collaboration enabled to the employment environmentally friendly practice that not only enhance the quality of our wine, but also contribute to the overall sustainability of the region viticulture. Additionally, we engage the joint initiative focused on grape variety indigenous to Puglia. For example, tomorrow there is one very important in very close here in the winery, but studying and preserving this local variety will not only celebrate the rich diversity of our terroir, but also work towards safeguarding the cultural heritage embedded in each bottle of Pulian wine. Ultimately, we hope that to position Puglia as a leading force in a world of wine celebrated for its quality, diversity, and commitment to sustainable practice.
That's so great. And I talked about this a lot in my last interview with a Pulian winemaker, but I just want to remind everybody that the amount of biodiversity and indigenous varieties in Puglia is astounding. I mean, there are just so...
Yeah, 100 indigenous varieties.
Yeah, that's very cool. And then talking more a bit about how you kind of bring the Puglia into the consciousness of the world, can you tell me a bit more about your event, Premio Apollonio?
Yeah, absolutely. It's it's very like to me to speak about the Apollonio Award. It became a highly anticipated event in the Salento summer event throughout. Normally, it's the last Friday of June, even though it is a private affair. It takes place in a beautiful location in the historical center. It's called the Carmelite Cloister, a magnificent setting that highlights the beauty of our Puglia. The idea originated with my brother and me, who wanted to pay tribute to the memory of our parents, who were enthusiastic of culture in every aspect. So we decided to organize an event that bring together the best artists from the Italian and international cultural scene. Over time, we decided to add another piece to the puzzle. Throughout this event, we award someone who has brought glory to Puglia worldwide. The condition is that they must be a citizen of Puglia, even honorary. This way, we can pay homage to greatness of our land and honor our roots and predecessors who have allowed us to achieve the milestones that make our region one of the most covered destinations today. During the last two editions, for example, we had the pleasure of awarding the English Oscar-winning actress Helen Mirren and the American Oscar-winning actor John Turturro, both honorary citizens of Puglia. The former falling in love with it and making it her second homeland in very close to Tricase. Tigiano is the country where Helen lives, and the latter for having Puglia ancestor who emigrated to America from Giovinazzo is the name of the country, the village.
That is so great. And I will say your answer was so lovely and so professional. I'll say, is it not the party of the summer in Puglia?
Yeah. You are half Pugliano.
It's about honoring such a beautiful culture, but it's also about getting together and having fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to talk today a lot about Negromaro.
Yeah.
And so first, can you start by just giving a short backstory of the grape for anyone who might not know it or even know it well?
Yeah. First, it's necessary to note that well, really in Puglia and Salento, especially, we are fortunate. We are in this area that know for three particular characteristics: an expressive, local, saving, capture them there. That is go Salento, lu sole, lu mare, lu vento. This even means Salento, the sun, the sea, and the wind. These are three elements crucial for the genuine development of our grapes. The sun, especially around harvest time, but also through the year, allow for the complete maturation of the plant and its fruit, providing sugar, namely alcohol, extractor to our wine. The wind ensure that the plants remain clean, free from fungi or parasites, and carries scent test from the surrounding and development to the grapes. The sea means minerality in the soil, in the air, contribution to the good freshness, and indeed the high level of minerality of our wine. all of these elements are so reflected in our main grape variety. Negro Amaro is the king, really, of the Salento. It's a red grape variety that hails from the Puglia region in southern Italy, particularly prevalent in Salento, really. The origin of the name derives from the combination of two words, one Latin, Niger, and one Greek, Mavrus, both meaning black. Therefore, Negro Amaro literally translated to black or twice black. This grape is a long history, dating back thousands of years, 3,000 of years really. It is believed to have ancient origin, possibly introduced to the Greeks when they settled the region. I remember that the Puglia together, Basilicata and Calabria, is the Magna Grecia, right? Over time, Negro Amaro became deeply intertwined with the viticultural heritage in Puglia. One of the distinctive features of the grape is its adaptability to the warm and arid climate in Puglia. The region experiences scorching temperature, and Negro Amaro thrives in this condition, produces wines with rich flower, robust structures. The grape is known for its thick skins, with contributed to the deep color and tannin found in the wines, of course. In terms of flower, Negro Amaro wines often exhibit a unique combination of dark fruit flower, like black cherry and plum, along with hints of spiced tobacco. Very typical of Negro Amaro is the almonds. If you want to understand if it's a Negro Amaro original, you have to test the almonds. The wine can range from medium to full body, and the tannin provide the central level of structure, making them age worthy.
And one of the things I love about Negro Amaro so much is its ability to kind of be this wine that has a bigger, darker structure, but this bright, like you said, this minerality from the soil,
absolutely,
that like keeps it so fresh. So, okay, tell me a bit about your process for making Negro Amaro into wine.
Yeah, absolutely. Negro Amaro is one of the most versatile grape variety in Italy, probably in the world. This versatility allows for the production of not only great Raisin and Rosé that, well, you know, but also, for example, classic meadow sparkling wines, Charmat, sparkling wines, Novello wines, young reds, and even exquisite dessert wines. Its versatility extended during the winemaking process, ranging from long maturation that sometimes last almost 2 months for aging red, for example, to the tier of rosé, a wine in Italy we call lacrima, a wine of one night with is also romantic undertones. In this process, the grapes are left for a night without any pressing, and the resulting must, known as mosto fiore, it's called in Italy, becomes our Negro Amaro tier. The journey continued to the third wine, where the winemaker rule became almost superfluous, giving nature the space to take its course. All of this, of course, is done with on the A of the Salento tradition and advance and enology technology, which is making significant strides, while always striving not to compromise the uniqueness of the exceptional grapes. Speaking of Negro Amaro, I'm pleased to share you with some news that will bring me great joy and make me very happy and grateful. But really, just yesterday, for example, I had the honor of meeting His Holiness Pope Francis to whom it presented a gift of a bottle of 1969 Negro Amaro Apollonio. Is only a wine with the characteristic of this precious grape variety called the live up to a gift that represents a combination of patience, sacrifice, respect, and quality. A piece of really of our history and our land are reaching the hands of such a great man. I'm really happy and proud for this.
Coming back to America, Vinitaly International Academy, the ultimate Italian wine qualification will be held in New York City from 4 to 6 March 2024. Have you got what it takes to become the next Italian wine ambassador? Find out at vinitaly.com.
That is what an honor. Congratulations to that opportunity.
Yeah, very,
That's
very sympathetic Pope Francis.
Yes. And that's actually a perfect kind of segue really quickly back to what I had mentioned to Laika about your tasting at Tormina Gourmet of the older varieties. Can we just talk really quickly about, the ageability of Negro Amaro? Like I said, I tried that in 1978, and if I had tasted it blind, I would have guessed maybe like the 90s, but I would have never guessed like it had this much age. And so just talk a little bit about how this wine is so ageable.
Yeah, absolutely. The Negro Amaro, his reputation is a high quality grape for several compelling reasons. Terroir adaptability, Negro Amaro exactly in adapting to diverse terroir, showcasing the unique characteristic of the region where it's grown, from clay-rich soil to coastal sand, but also the versatility in winemaking. I say you before. To produce a variety wines, also to produce a blend, offering a broad spectrum of options to cater to different tastes. But really, all the dock that we produce in Salento, there is a Negro Amaro inside. But also the rich flower profile, renowned for rich flower, Negro Amaro wines feature dark fruit, spice, occasionally also earthy on the stone, creative full body, and a robust sensory experience. Without forget the almonds, the structural integrity of aging potential that you said before. The grapes' thick skin provide both deep color and tannin, ensuring structural integrity and changing the aging potential of the wine. The Negro Amaro is called the Nebbiolo of the South. Historical significance also, with deep historical roots in Puglia, and specifically in Salento, Negro Amaro reflects a legacy of winemaking, adding a cultural significance to the wine crafted from this grape, and of course, expression really of Salento and Puglia identity behind the enological attributes of Negro Amaro symbolizes the work on Puglia and Salento, the hill of Puglia where our winery is located. The city is called Monteroni di Lecce, embodying the region's identity and dedicated of generation winemaker. In summary, Negro Amaro adaptability, versatility, rich flowers, structural integrity, historical significance, a reflection of our identity, collectively contribute to its standing as a high quality and revered grape.
When you mention all of these things that make it so unique, like you said, it's the Nebbiolo of the South, and it really does remind me of Nebbiolo and the importance that Nebbiolo has in Piemonte and even in Lombardia and Valtellina. So, I hope people will start to drink more Negro Amaro, get to know it a little better.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's talk now about the Albarello Pugliese, which is the training system you use, especially for the top quality Negro Amaro. So why does this training system suit the climate, and why are you trying to have it acknowledged as an example of heroic viticulture?
Yeah, Barello Pugliese is a little tree system, also a unique place as likely the oldest grape growing method ever used. Origin from ancient time, I say you before, this was the Magna Grecia is the fast way to produce in a modern way from the Greece people. So we speak about 3,000 years ago. This system has evolved over the century. The Greeks played a key role in its evolution, recognizing the benefit of keeping Venus low. They popularized the sapling cultivation, departing from the early use of trees for support, and this shift made the grape cultivation simpler and more cost effective. Even today, Albarello Pugliese maintains the tradition of keeping vineyards close to the ground, proudly focused on quality, allowing only 6-8 baths for vineyard. There's the deliberate low yield for for vine enhance the concentration of flour in the grapes, contributing to the wine quality. Suited for warm climate, Albarello Pugliese low batch wine and then seasonable leaves create a protective canopy. This leaf covering shield the berries from the sun, aids the repairing process by transferring heat from the soil to the plant. Beyond practical consideration, the Pugliese represents a living part of making history connected also to a tradition that spans thousands of years, trend favoring higher yield. Our premium line remain dedicated to Albarello Pugliese. Some of our wine aged 50, 60 years or more stand as living example of this enduring tradition. By embracing Albarello, we honor our heritage to produce wine that encapsulate a thousand years of winemaking history. In a sense, Apri La Creative is just practical grape growing seeds. It's a cultural legacy that continue to share the quality and authenticity of our. The only problem of Albarello is that the quantity for hectare is very low, and every typology of worker is by hand. Is impossible the mechanization. But this is also the nice the nice way of this story.
Yes, absolutely. And in a previous conversation, you mentioned that you are, like many areas in the world, struggling to find labor to help you with all the hands-on work. Is that right?
Yeah.
It's hard when everything is done by hand to find all the help that you need. So, okay, let's talk now a little bit about, so you, again, Apollonio has been here since 1870. And in that time, obviously, consumer preferences have changed a lot. So would you say that you have shifted your winemaking styles as these preferences have shifted, or do you have a particular style of wine you really stick to?
But over the span of our journey since 1870, we are witnessing the shift in consumer preference within the dynamic world of wine, recognizing the importance of staying in tune with the evolving taste. We are embracing the adaptability without compromising our core values. Our commitment to crafting exceptional wines of authentic remain unwavering. While staying true the sense of our classic style, which are stood the test of time. We also integrate innovative elements to meet the demand of today's palate. Yeah, of course. It is a delicate balance evolving within the parameter of our rich tradition. Our aim is to offer a diverse range of wine that not only resonate with modern consumer but also carry the enduring legacy of craftsmanship that definitely is Apollonio. In a sense, our approach is about to stay relevant, is a changing landscape while preserving the timeless quality that has been synonymous with Apollonio forever a century.
And I definitely, when I tried all your wines at Taormino Gourmet in the vertical lineup, noticed that was a clear thread through everything that was like such a beautiful stamp of your winemaking. There was everything was pretty low alcohol considering the grape and where it comes from, and great structure. So that is definitely all present in your wines. And speaking of people enjoying your wines, you export to over 40 countries. So what would you say is your best export market? What would you say is your fastest growing market? And are there any markets you're looking to open?
Yeah. Well, in this moment, maybe the best market is China, but the Japan, China, Europe are our strongest market with growing potential. Of course, in Latin America, our approach is characterized by the commitment to in deep market studies, ensuring that our offering align with each region unique preference. We priority quality over speed, recognize that building successful market requires time and truthful combination of market study and compelling product offering. So there isn't a reality fastest growing export market. While our presence in the USA, for example, currently involved the secondary line to Total Wine, maybe in USA, we aspire to bring the complete Apollonio line to American enthusiasts. Finding the right importer is crucial to us, as we believe our wine distinguished by the meticulous craftsmanship and the commitment to genuine quality of the unique place in the market. We look forward to expanding our footprint and sharing the full Apollonia experience with the wine lovers in the USA, of course. Absolutely.
Yes. So I want to just reiterate that if there are any importers listening that you are looking to expand into the US. So
Yeah. I hope so. I hope so.
Okay. I also have to, because of my line of work, I would love to ask you about direct sales and tourism, enoturism. So you actually do a lot of work with the Movimento Turismo del Vino in Puglia. So can you tell me about enoturism in Puglia and how important is it to your business? And also, how can people visit you?
Yeah, absolutely. Enoturism plays a pivotal role in our association, the Movimento Turismo del Vino in Puglia, that I remember this year was 30 years that organized Cantina Aperta the last day of May, where we actively champion, promote the excellence of Puglian wine and winemaking. As the president of this esteemed association, I can attest to the significance of enoturism for both individual wineries like Apollonio and the broader viticultural landscape of Puglia. Movimento Turismo del Vino serves like a driving force in showcasing the excellence of Puglian wines and the unique cultural heritage association with our vineyards. Through collaborative efforts with wineries, and we aim to provide visitors with an immersive experience that goes beyond wine tasting, offering insight into the tradition, history, artistry that define our region. Enoturism is not just about savoring exceptional wines; it's about contributing to the local economy. Visitors to our region engage with the local businesses, artisan, hospitality service, fostering economic growth and sustainable tourist practice. Of course, also the food of Talenta. Movimento Turismo Vino plays a strong emphasis on educational initiative. We aim to lighten visitors about the different terroir of Puglia, the intricacies of winemaking, the cultural significance of our wine. This initiative contributes to elevating the overall wine tourism experience, of course. Our collaboration with the esteemed wineries is integral to our mission. By working closely with the winemakers, we ensure that the enoturism experience aligns with our shared commitment to excellent authenticity, showcasing the best that Puglia has to offer. In conclusion, enoturismo as championed by the Movimento Turismo del Vino in Puglia is a dynamic force that not only showcases the excellence of our wineries, but also contribute to the sustainability growth of our region. It is a journey that invites wine enthusiasts to discover this really extraordinary world of Puglian wines. You are Barbara, you are witness, and we are delighted to have wineries like Apollonio as cherished partner of this endeavor. For those eager to explore Apollonio, we facilitate organize a tour, event, and educational programs. Visitor can witness winemaking processes. Fartend enjoy tasting curated by showcase the diversity of Apulian wines and immerse themselves in the unique cultural experience that we offer. If you want, you can, however, you can visit our website www.apolloniovini.it and choose the wine tasting experience that fit you better.
Yes. So I want to just take a moment really quickly to celebrate Puglia and its efforts to come together around enotourism. I think it's really a benchmark as other regions maybe think about growing enotourism in their areas, because you guys have worked together in such a beautiful way. And as somebody that has been going to Puglia now for many years, I have seen this growth that all at the same time seems to bring you a lot of economic success, and we'll even say brand recognition, Puglia as a brand, but you have maintained your heritage and your culture so beautifully. You're not losing yourself just to
Puglia is called the California. It's very similar to California.
So I just want to celebrate. Yes, I want to celebrate how wonderful you've grown enotourism over these years, and your role in that and other people involved in this movement too is really exciting to see. So let's get back to grape growing a little bit. So as you probably well know, Massimiliano, Puglia is one of the hottest regions in Italy. So what I want to know is, how is it that you're able to produce white wines and rosé that are so bright and high in acid and crisp and refreshing? And specifically, what training system do you typically use for white grapes or grapes you'll make into rosé?
Puglia is, of course, is renowned for its warmth. Indeed, presents a unique challenge when it comes to crafting bright and high acidity white wines as well as rosé. I remember that rosé in Italy is born in Salento. That is very important. The key lies in the meticulous technique we employ and our careful consideration of the grape growing environment. While Puglia is known for its hot climate, the diversity within the region offers a spectrum of microclimates. Coastal influence and elevation variety contribute to temperature difference, even during the hottest summer months. The diversity allows us to strategically plant our vineyards, selecting the location that offer optimal condition for white grape variety. Choosing the right grape variety is paramount. We focus on variety that thrive in a warmer climate, yet maintain a natural acidity. For white and rosé grapes like Fiano, Verdeca, Bianco d'Alessano, and Primitivo, Sottosmagnello, Negramaro, carefully cultivated in suitable microclimates, allow us to achieve the serious balance of brightness and acidity. Our choice of suitable training system also play a crucial role. This reduce the risk of disease, maintain grape health, and contribute to the freshness of the fruit. Managing the temperature during the winemaking process is equally vital, of course. Modern winemaking techniques such as the temperature control fermentation allow us to preserve the vibrant aromas and natural acidity of the grapes. This ensures that our white wine and rosé maintain their lively and crisp character. Harvest timing is also a meticulous process. By monitoring grape ripening stage closely, we can pick the grapes at the optimal moment. This ensures that acidity is retained even in the warm Pulian climate. Combining traditional winemaking method with innovative approach allow us to navigate the challenge of our climate. It's a delicate balance that reflects our commitment to produce exceptional white rosé wines, especially that capture the essence of Puglia. conclusion, while Puglia's climate is deemed warm, our ability to produce bright and high acidity white wine rosé is a testament to, and also sparkling wine, that is important. It's a testament to the synergy of careful grape selection, thoughtful vineyards management, and a blend of traditional and modern winemaking practice. It's this harmonious approach that allows us to create wine that showcase the best of our region, Puglia.
Yes, and thank you for also calling out the bollicina, because you are making beautiful both Metodo Classico and Martinotti sparkling wines. So thank you for calling that out.
Puglia is really increased the production of sparkling Martinotti.
Yes.
Ecology. Yeah.
So Puglian soil is known as terra rossa, or red soil. And if you've ever been to Puglia, you've seen it. It's like the color of a brick. And that's owing to the high iron content. So what effect does this have on the grapes?
Yeah, the famous terra rossa in Puglia rich in iron content significantly influence the grapes and consequently the wines. The high iron content impart a unique mineral character to the grapes, shaping the flower profile and contributing to the distinct terroir of Puglia. The soil's competition mix of clay and limestone provide excellent drainage, preventing waterlogging, and ensuring balanced wine growth. The red color of the soil absorbs and retains heat, aiding temperature regulation. These acts achieve balanced ripening, resulting in grapes with harmonious sugars and acidity. While beneficial, the soil's warmth and drainage capacity can pose challenges like water stress regarding careful vineyards management for optimal grape quality. Ultimately, there are also several sites like a canvas for the vines, allowing them to express the authentic terroir of Puglian wines with the robust flower and the mineral complexity.
And they're, like I said, they're just so incredible to look at. Nowhere else in the world have I ever seen soil so red.
Also, because you consider that it's very good, because for us it's not necessary, especially in the Alberello Pugliese, don't give water. No, in the future it will be very important.
Yes. So it can maybe help you as we all manage climate change.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you think is the biggest challenge facing Puglia as a wine region at the moment, and what is your hope for the region in the future?
Yeah, well, one of the significant challenges facing Puglia as a wine region is striking a delicate balance between tradition and innovation, we said before. While our rich winemaking heritage is a source of pride, adapting to evolving consumer preference and global market dynamic requires a forward-thinking approach. Climate change, we said before, poses another considerable challenge. Puglia's climate, while the advantageous in many ways, also becoming more unpredictable. Managing the impact of climate variation, grape ripening, and ensuring of sustainability of viticulture practice are pressing concerns. Additionally, positioning Puglia wines in the international market remain a challenge. Breaking through the clutter, showcasing the unique quality of our wine amid the vast global wine landscape requires strategic branding and market education offer. While enoturism has been growing, there is an opportunity to further develop this aspect, creating immersive experience for visitors and establish Puglia as a South after wine tourism destination can be a key driver for the region economic growth. Looking ahead, my hope for Puglia is to see continue elevation of quality across the wine spectrum, embracing sustainable viticulture practice, leveraging technological advancement will be crucial. This is not only ensures the health of our vineyards, but also allow to the produce wine that resonate with the sharing global consumer. Preserving and celebrating our indigenous varieties, such as Primitivo and Negramar, is fundamental. This grape are a testament of our cultural heritage and the unique characteristics set Puglia wines apart. By championing this variety, we can create a distinct identity for Puglia wine in the international market, but also Susmaniello, Verdeca, or Fiano. I aspire to see Puglia gain broader recognized for its winemaking excellence by strategically positioning our wine in global market and participating in prestigious wine competition. We can showcase the quality, diversity, the authenticity that define Puglia wine. I remember just that Puglia is the first region in Italy to produce biological because for our wonderful soil. Collaboration among winemaker institution and association is key, by fostering a culture of knowledge sharing and innovation. We can collectively address challenges, adapt to changing circumstances, and elevate Puglia to new height in the world of wine. Conclusion: while challenges exist, they are met with a resilient spirit and a commitment to ensuring that Puglia's wine continue to be a synonym of quality, tradition, and innovation. My hope is for Puglia not only navigate the current challenges successfully, but also emerge as a beacon of excellence of this global wine landscape, celebrate for this unique terroir and the passion of this of its winemaker, its producer.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think we've heard for a lot from you, the passion of a winemaker and also about the unique terroir of Puglia. And I just want to offer really quickly again, as somebody who has spent a lot of time there, that the way that I think about wines from Puglia, if I had to describe them in one word, is that they are sincere. They so beautifully express the area where they came from in a way that is not pretentious and is always exciting, is always kind of like intriguing. I always want to go back for more. So you've explained to us pretty well, I think, how you can make really beautiful, high quality, ageable reds like Negromaro in Puglia. And you can also make these beautiful, high acid, enjoyable drinking white wines. You can make great sparkling wines. So again, I just want to drive home for people listening that Puglia is a fantastic place to take a wine journey, to learn more about everything happening there.
Thank you, Barbara.
Yes, absolutely. I love Puglia so much.
I love California. Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, now we must talk about food in Puglia because, again, the food is so amazing. So can you tell us what are your favorite, Puglian food and indigenous wine grape pairings with the local dishes?
Yeah, you know that I love good wine, but I love also good food. And so maybe this is the best question really for me. Bianco d'Alessano, for example, is experienced the vibrant notes of Bianco d'Alessano. Alessano is a little village close in Lecce, the biggest city in Salento. Alongside the dish of, for example, with Bianco d'Alessano is very good with the orecchiette, with the pesto di rucola, because the wine crispness complements the peppery arugula pesto, creating harmonious balance. But the Primitivo, the old name of Primitivo was Primaticcio. That means that harvest is before all the other grapes. In August, we have already the harvest. And some of the bold Primitivo with the classic pairing, for example, grilled lamb chops, the wine's robust character, and cheeses the savory flavor of the lamb, creating a dynamic a satisfying onion. And of course, Negramaro, the light in the velvety richness of the Negramaro alongside the melanzane and la parmigiana. Absolutely, in Puglia are very famous, the parmigiana di melanzane. The wine's deep, dark fruit notes, complementary the layer of flour in this classical eggplant parmesan dish, creating luscious and indulgent pairing. In summary, this alternative pairing showcases the versatility of Bianco d'Alessandro, Primitivo, and Negramaro, creating a confident, exciting combination with the Puglia diverse local dish. You remember that the Puglia is very long from the south to the north. So cheers to exploring new dimension of flavor.
Yeah, and I think one of the amazing things, not only do you have this great, diversity in your wine grapes, but you have great diversity in the local cuisine too, because you have all of these beautiful fish dishes in the more coastal areas. You have great, like you said, meat dishes like lamb or the podolica, the beef, and then you've got. Puglia is so fertile, you can grow any vegetable you've ever thought of. So you have everything.
For example, Ostuni, that you know very good, is very famous for of course, for the meat, but also for the vegetables are really incredible in Ostuni.
Yes. I tell people all the time, I don't know how it is that an eggplant or a zucchini can taste so good as compared to anywhere else in the world, but it does. It's the best place to try all of these vegetables is Puglia.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Well, those were the bulk of my questions. Do you feel like you got to say everything that you wanted to say? Is there anything else that you wanted to add?
I want before thank you to every that come in this very pleasure for me, for Barbara, for Stevie, that I hope that I will see very also for Laika, and thank you very much. Really, the only say that I need to say is that you have to absolutely to come in Puglia and Salento especially, because really it's a very good place to live, to drink wine, to eat food, and to stay together, all the other friends. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. So I have one more question. So if, for example, I wanted to go to Puglia and visit your winery, how can our listeners find you? Is there a website that they can check? And also, what are the offerings in terms of the wine tourism?
Yeah, you can go on the website www.apolloniovini.it, or if you want a more other winery, you can go on the www.movimento-turismo-del-vino-puglia.it, mtvpuglia.it, where you can find all the best company that are present in Puglia, that are of course organized for the wine tourism.
So that's it for today, and have a good weekend and happy holidays, everyone. Ciao.
Ciao. Thank you so much.
Happy holiday. Bye. Ciao.
Listen to the Italian Wine Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. We're on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Himalaya FM, and more. Don't forget to subscribe and rate the show. If you enjoy listening, please consider donating through ItalianWinePodcast.com. Any amount helps cover equipment, production, and publication costs. Until next time, cin cin.